Hey guys, I'm Brooke Bergstahler with Mary Jane News. As the marijuana industry finally goes mainstream, we need to remain cautious about those who are looking to take advantage of all of the fun. While you might believe your weed comes from the neighborhood mom and pop grow up around the corner, the truth is that the business of marijuana is turning corporate faster than you may have expected. And that's because major players are trying their hand at the ganja game. And that includes the one corporation that's been the definition of big agriculture, that's Monsanto. Monsanto has been around more than a century, having emerged on the food and pharmaceutical scene way back in 1901. The corporation's rep has been shaky at best since they introduced toxic and cancer-causing chemicals such as aspartame, PCBs, and dioxin into homes across the country back in the 1920s and 60s. More notoriously, though, between the years of 1961 and 1972, Monsanto helped provide the U.S. military with a chemical weapon, Agent Orange, which left almost 4 million Vietnamese citizens with serious illnesses and disabilities during and after the Vietnam War. But over the last 2 decades, Monsanto has turned to the agriculture industry to create and sell genetically modified seeds to farmers. Their GMO seeds allow farmers to grow plants that are immune to harmful pesticides and herbicides so they can spray their crops with Roundup, which, you guessed it, is also made by Monsanto. So all your Frankenfood apples can remain untouched by any other form of life, just the way nature intended, right? Yeah. But Monsanto is now moving its sights from corn crops to cannabis crops. And while Monsanto hasn't officially patented the first genetically modified strain of marijuana yet, it's still entirely possible that the day will come. The corporation is in the process of merging with German chemical company Bayer, which is partnered with GW Pharmaceuticals, which uses genetics to create its own proprietary marijuana medication. And with $66 billion on the line for this merger, you can bet money that Monsanto is going to utilize the hell out of this cannabis co-op. The rest of the marijuana industry is afraid that this merger will give Monsanto the power and influence to do to legalized weed what it's already done to corn, tobacco, and other cash crops, basically owning, exploiting, and controlling it. Organizations like the Cannabis Genome Project, however, are working to protect the genetic makeup of marijuana by making its DNA public. Since much of marijuana research has been restricted up until now, their goal is to learn more about the biology of cannabis, share that information, and piss off Monsanto and other corporations by preventing them from exclusively marketing certain strains of the plant, something Monsanto loves to do. Just ask those corn farmers. Monsanto and Bayer recognize that America's shifting attitudes towards marijuana restrictions will give them the opportunity to make a profit if they start investing now. But this is America, and money talks. Could their involvement actually help federal legalization happen? And if this is the road we have to take to get there, are we all on board? Until then, here's what you can do to protect the integrity of marijuana and keep these maniacal corporations from ruining the industry while it's still in its infancy. Learn everything you can about what you're putting into your body. Eat GMO-free, organic, and local foods when you can, and read your labels. But don't let that conscious consumerism end with your food. Find the source of your weed, ask your dispensary, visit the farm, support local agriculture, grow your own, follow marijuana news and legislation. Be an educated consumer and know that your dollar has power. Where you choose to spend it, especially in a developing industry, will help to determine its outcome. What are your thoughts on all of this? Why don't you take another hit and let me know in the comments below? Thanks for watching Mary Jane News, y'all. I'm Brooke Bergstahler.